Hello and welcome to this week's NFL Trade Deadline edition of Bash Bros Sports and Betting Podcast. Always with me, Nick Pastorello. What's up?
What's up? I would love to talk more about the trade deadline, but this is so fucking boring.
Yeah, I'm not
There's
gonna lie.
nothing happening.
It's other than Von Miller, there really hasn't been anything
Well,
going on. I mean,
Melvin Ingram being traded from Pittsburgh to Kansas City.
yeah, that's
That's
big. That's
literally it.
big. I don't know how Kansas City can afford him. They can't afford to poop right now.
I don't know how they're just finding this money.
I don't know how they
Like
found a
we're just,
way to win last night, but anyway.
we'll talk about
We'll
that
talk about
later.
that. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Other than just Melvin Ingram and Von Miller, really no moving pieces. The potential trade of Deshaun Watson going to the Dolphins has officially um
Been
been
nixed.
been axed. I don't blame Miami for not going through
No,
with it.
no, by any means. There's so many moving pieces when it comes to Deshaun Watson's uh predicament. 22 sexual assault allegations. It's just there's too much baggage there, and obviously, you know, it's a bad thing to have looming over your head as it is, but also you have to look at it from a business standpoint, and Miami doesn't want to deal with that.
Yeah. So I don't blame him. I mean, roll with Tua. He's only gonna get better, or so we hope. Um,
God willing.
yeah, I do want to address one more big thing that happened this morning, though.
Huh.
Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs was involved in a fatal crash early this morning. Um, he is suspected of a DUI, and he will be charged with a DUI and the fatality. So I believe Henry Ruggs' career is probably done.
Well, considering he's facing 2 to 20 years in jail, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Dumb move by a young kid, man. Really, you really fucked up. I don't understand why you would even try to do anything or try to drive drunk, um, knowing that given your status and your career, any little thing that you do can and will affect you. And this is something huge. So, condolences go out to the victim's family. Nobody ever wants to see that happen. Um, Henry Ruggs, sorry, dude. You get what you deserve on this one, man.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you are a role model to people, especially because like Vegas is a small town. Okay. I read several like fucking posts on social media that was saying like, wow, that happened point 0.2 miles away from my house. Oh, that's why my neighborhood was blocked off. Like this is such a small town, and you're under a microscope more
Right.
because you could be going to Walmart and you could see, like, I remember running into the UFC fighter Big Country at fucking Walmart by my house, and I live in a suburb of Vegas. So it's like you have such a thumb to the community right now, and you've just fucking flipped them off right there. Like, it's such a careless. I'm not even gonna call it a fucking mistake. Yeah, that was just a poor choice of actions right there on Henry Ruggs. Like, I get it, you're a kid, but that doesn't fucking make any excuse whatsoever.
Yeah.
Your
Just
best
made a
friend in
dumb
high
move.
school died. Your best friend in fucking high school died from a DUI accident, and you just basically recreated that.
Did he really?
So
I did not know that.
that was a little nugget of information that I happened to come across today.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's really messed up then because you like you said you lost your best friend to a DUI and all of a sudden you just did the exact same thing to probably somebody else's best friend. So like that's just messed up, dude. I
yeah,
like young, dumb, stupid mistakes. It reminds me of I believe it was last year, a UNLV basketball player or a commit um, was I don't know if he was driving drunk, but I think he was. He was driving drunk and he ended up killing somebody. And he was a promising commit for UNLV basketball, and they ended up pulling everything because of what he did. And you can't just have that look. I don't know really what happened to that kid. I don't know if he ended up going to school to play basketball or not, or if he's in jail. I think, and I hope he's in jail.
I hope he's
Um,
in jail.
but yeah, it's fucked up. Like when athletes do stupid shit like this, it's not like you said. People look up to you. You're a role model.
Yeah.
You need to be the part. And I get it. Henry Ruggs is young, and that basketball player is young, but
This is something you're taught at like 16.
right,
And probably sooner depending on like how your upbringing basically. Like I remember because my dad was a firefighter paramedic. Do you know how many times I would see car crash pictures from drunk drivers at like 10, 11 years old?
right,
Like it's depending on your upbringing and who raised you, you're learning about that shit super, super fucking young.
yeah,
And then it only amplifies more in high school when they do like the prom staged car accident thing. I don't know if that ever happened to you in high school.
no.
Okay, so okay, I guess it's just a Vegas thing then. We like okay, so I live right across the street from a high school. And so I can see that shit happening every prom season. They stage a car accident.
It's
Where it's
smart.
just like this is the dangers of drunk driving, and they have like special effects makeup and all that shit, and they make it look like as legit as possible.
Yeah.
And it's obviously it's determined
You got to put the fear
to
of God in them.
you kind of have to, and a lot of people don't take that shit seriously, but there are some that do take it seriously. Like
Yeah.
I was one of those that took it seriously. You know what I mean? Like just how hard is it to not drink and drive?
Yeah.
How hard is it? Honestly, you make enough money to fund a third world country and you can't afford a fucking Uber home from the bar? Really?
Yeah. It's fucked up, dude. He made a horrible decision, and I hope he deserves everything that comes down to him. So
Yeah. Anyway, moving on because I could keep going on that.
yeah, we can go on about that for a while, but conclusion of that story is he fucked up. He deserves everything he gets. You're an idiot, and yeah, condolences to the victim's family because that's fucked up. I'm sitting here refreshing my page, dude. I'm waiting for some blockbuster trade to go through, and I think a lot of like the blockbuster trade was gonna be the Deshaun Watson, and because now that they've killed talks with that, I honestly don't think anything big happens today. But we'll see. I mean, I'm hitting the refresh button, so.
Yeah. I'm also trying to do the same fucking thing, and anytime I look at it, it just says, "Wow, the trade deadline is so boring," and I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah, NFL
It's a
trade
fucking
deadline is
hour
honestly
away.
the most boring deadline, to be brutally honest. My two favorite deadlines are basketball and hockey. Those things are lit.
No, for real. Baseballs gets lit too. Baseballs
Yeah,
goes fucking
but not
off, dude.
every
It's
but not
fucking
every
awesome.
year. I feel like
It's
yes,
been at least the
there's a
past,
lot of
like, 6
moves.
years.
There's a lot of moves made in baseball, but none like the big blockbuster ones. You know, I feel like every year hockey and basketball always have that one big blockbuster move. You know.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So I mean,
Like, what
I
was
guess you
it?
could say this year for baseball, though, you know, the whole Max Scherzer was pretty big. So, um, real quick, let's do that. Let's hit some touch on some baseball. We got Game 6 tonight.
Oh shit, yeah. All right.
Go Braves! That's all I really got to say about that. The only reason I would want the Astros to win is because I want Zach Greinke to get a ring.
I
But I'm
don't want
still going
Look,
for the Braves.
The Astros losing the World Series is great for baseball, and I don't care what anyone says.
I agree. I will always hate Jose Altuve. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I love all the cheater chants that the Braves are giving him, and it is just fantastic. So yeah, Game 6 tonight. Hopefully the Braves can bring it home. Is the game in Houston tonight?
It's in Houston,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they had three. They had the three in Atlanta already.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, go Braves.
Yep,
But
it's the
now,
battle of the losing pitchers right now. So you got Max Fried and Luis Garcia, who are both 0-1 in the World Series right now. So,
oh man,
however, Max Fried has a 10.85 ERA, so
it's inflated.
it's inflated 100%. Yeah,
It's
I don't know. It's gonna be definitely interesting because either way, you lost the chance of winning it at home
yes.
and
They
winning it in
honestly
front of the
like
Braves.
on
Yeah,
Halloween. Could you imagine? That'd have been dope, dude. You
that would have been dope.
win the World Series on Halloween.
I mean, you went up 4-0. They tie it up in the third inning, and then you go up 5-4, and then it's just like torrential downpour of bullshit after that. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to football. Dude, I want to talk about this Thursday night game. Oh my God, this was an emotional roller coaster. Look, I didn't have any high hopes going into this game just because the Packers were without literally our top three receivers: Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, and Valdez Scantling. So, shockingly, like we
Able to pull out a win on that.
pulled it out. Should we have won this game? No, but we caught the Cardinals on a bad day, definitely.
I want to know what the fuck AJ Green was thinking.
We'll get to that. So let's play the scenario, okay?
Okay.
It's the
okay.
fourth quarter, okay? Packers are feeling it, bro. They are on the goal line, and Aaron Jones gets into the end zone. They review the play. They rule him short, even though I was shocked that they ruled him short because like it looked like he actually was, but there was no clear evidence, right? So, and the thing is, if there's no clear evidence, you have to stick with the original call, which was touchdown. So, they bring on Mike Pereira. You know, I know you know who Mike Pereira is.
Yeah, of course.
Even Mike Pereira was like, this call should not have been overturned. This should have standed as a touchdown. Like, said that he was shocked. And then the Packers ended up not scoring, right? So, the Cardinals get the ball. And they drive 90 yards on the Packers, dude. They're setting up the game-winning, the game was it game winning or game tying? I don't know. It was a 3-point win. Yeah. So they were getting into range of getting into the game tying field goal here, right?
Okay.
They had some time that's on the clock. They're on the 10-yard line. You got time for one play to go for the score. If you don't score, well, you get you can still get your field goal. So I am standing like literally 6 inches in front of my TV, just staring at this last play. And, dude, my heart's just racing. I'm like, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And then that play happens, and A.J. Green never looked. I don't think he was even expecting the ball to come his way. I think he was expecting something to go to the left side instead of the right side. Whatever it may be, I don't know. But there was definitely some miscommunication there. And Douglas ended up with the game-winning interception, right? Now, funny story about Douglas. We signed him a couple days before that game from the Cardinals practice squad. So I just gotta sprinkle that in there because that's kind of funny.
Oh, definitely. My thing is, if you're, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're expecting the ball to come to you or not. You're in the end zone. It's red line offense. You gotta score this touchdown to win the game. Because I want to say that there was no time left. I think
they had enough time for one play, one shot in the end zone, and then a field goal.
Clock it and then kick a field goal.
Don't even clock. No, you couldn't clock it. You had literally either touchdown or toss it out of bounds. That was it. That was all you had.
Okay. So you realistically only had like this one shot.
Yes.
How do you not get yourself to turn around? If anything, you could force like a phantom pass interference and get it on like the 1 yard line. That way it's a chip shot. You
Well,
know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, obviously there was some miscommunication somewhere, whether it was on AJ Green's part or Kyler Murray's part, because either AJ Green didn't know the play or Kyler Murray freaked out and threw it the wrong way. I don't know what it is or what it could have been, but either way, you're right. You do got to look for the ball, right? I mean, you're on pretty much. I want to say they were inside the 10, not on the goal line, but they were inside the 10, and you know how quickly plays break down when you're within the 10-yard line. You've only got a couple seconds, if that. So as AJ Green, you got to know that the play is probably going to break down. You should turn around and look.
Right. You realistically only have like 2 seconds.
Yeah, if that, because those plays break down so freaking quick.
They're so quick.
Yeah. And it looked like AJ Green was just going for a block, right? But if you look at the play, there was no intention to even run the ball that way. So why was he blocking? Why weren't you doing a slant? Why? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I saw that and I saw the same thing. I was like, why are you blocking? Unless you're playing hands game, there's no reason for you to block. Okay, this is a designed pass play right here. Like, get yourself fucking open so you have a chance to be a hero.
Yeah,
like there was no reason for blocking whatsoever.
Yeah.
If anything, I understand hands play. I get it, but he just looked like he was just straight blocking. You know, there had to be miscommunication, faulty headset, whatever the case may be, and that. Look, what's done is done. In my personal opinion, and I know that I get ridiculed for this a lot, but I would have played conservative, kicked a field goal anyway, and taken it to overtime, and kind of shine from there. That way, you had a little bit more time. You had timeouts. You can you manage the clock.
If they would have done that, then they would have given Aaron Rodgers time on the clock, and I think, it's proven you don't want to give Aaron Rodgers any sort of time on the clock because even a last-second Hail Mary, something can happen.
No, I understand.
So, and they want, they're 7-0. They want to win the game. They don't want to go into OT. You have the shot of the end zone, you take it. And it was it was a messed up play. I would have called the same play. Or not the same play, but like I would have taken my shot of the end zone too.
Taken a shot at the end zone.
Of course, hands down.
And
it just didn't go their way.
I get it. You're 7-0. You want to go 8-0. You want that number 1 seed. You want to be number 1 in the NFC. Like, I understand that, but at the end of the day, you have to play smart football. And my personal opinion, like, look, I get it, take your shot, whatever, but my opinion, like, your defense held them to 24 points. Like, that's huge.
24 points without our top 3 receivers.
No, I understand. That's what I was trying to say. Like, you held them 24 points. They're banged up, so they don't have their workhorses to rely on.
Yeah.
So you kind of have that, I guess, leniency to rely on your defense.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals lost this game more than the Packers won this game. Because the Packers struggled, 100%. Dude. Packers really struggled. Those young receivers that we were playing, they were having issues, dude. They were lining up on the wrong side of the ball. Aaron Rodgers had to burn almost every timeout we had because they were lining up in the wrong spot. And then these young guys are dropping passes, and it's just, we had to rely very heavily on our run game, which honestly wasn't very explosive. But somehow we found a way, and like I said, the Cardinals lost this game more than the Packers won. Because I guarantee you, if you do this game again, the Cardinals win. Like, if you mulligan and just restart this game, the Cardinals will win this game. And
100%.
We just caught them on a bad day, which it happens, dude. Every team is going to have a bad day. You could be the best team in the world, and there's going to be one game where you just come out and you're flat.
Look, it's hard to go 16-0, 17-0. It's hard to win every single game.
Right, and
the only takeaway that you can take, I'm sorry, real quick, but like the only takeaway that if I'm their head coach, if I'm Kyler Murray, I'd say, look, yeah, they're without their top 3 wide receivers. Yeah, they're banged up on the secondary. Yeah, this, yeah, that. You still held in there. And that's
Right.
the glory part of any given Sunday and playoffs, and how every team is different when they hit the playoffs. I mean, granted, the Cardinals haven't been there since what, 04, 05?
Into the playoffs?
No, like deep playoff run, I mean.
They went to the Super Bowl in 2010, bro.
Oh, you're right.
Oh
Shit, my bad.
man.
uh
But what I was
chock
gonna
full of
say
shit
really
today.
quick was like what really hurt the Cardinals was DeAndre Hopkins had something going on. I don't know if it was a hammy or what, but after that first play where he got like a 50-yard catch, he really didn't play much. He was seen on the sidelines a lot, working on his leg and stuff, and I don't know if it was a hamstring or what, but I feel like there were a couple plays where, because he did come in to play in the fourth quarter, but the play wasn't designed for him, and I feel like it was more, hey, go out there and line up so they can see that you're out there and double cover. You know what I mean? Just try
Right.
to pull that extra defender so we can go somewhere else with the ball. But him being hurt really didn't help the Cardinals any on their bad day, because it looked like he was going to have a day with that first 50-yard catch.
Right.
Yeah, and they were missing J.J. Watt, so because J.J. Watt's done for the season. So
That poor guy.
I know, dude. He's the Derrick Rose of football. His body just
Hey.
fails him.
Hey.
You can't tell me I'm
Easy.
wrong. You can't tell me
Easy.
I'm wrong. You really can't tell me I'm wrong, though.
Fucking easy.
It's true.
still
He
fresh.
is
That's still fresh.
still a fresh wound,
It's only been 9 years. It's still fresh.
slowly healing. But yeah, I mean, I love J.J. Watt. I wish he could play a full season, but just the way he plays, how hard he plays, he's always gonna be injured. And I feel like at this point, he just needs to kind of see the writing on the wall and retire. So, but yeah, like even with the Cardinals missing him, you still have Chandler Jones. He didn't really do a whole lot. But meme alert. With I know you saw it, the roughing the passer on Aaron Rodgers. By the way, he threw the touchdown pass, and then it was roughing the passer. But we have a meme alert.
Oh, that's
Oh my god! Aaron Rodgers' face with him on the ground, his helmet's halfway off, his chin strap is over his nose. Oh my god! Freaking hilarious!
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers was doing yesterday? I think it was yesterday about
No.
the Bitcoin thing on Twitter.
Oh, isn't he gonna take some of his salary on Bitcoin?
No, so he was giving away $1 million on Bitcoin, right? Yeah, so it was like little chunks. It was like everyone, like, well, a bunch of people get $10, $9 of Bitcoin from Aaron Rodgers if you drop like your cash tag or whatever
Okay.
on Cash App, and he'll send it to you. Well, people were sending screenshots of like, oh my god, he actually did it. Oh my god, it's it's legit from Aaron Rodgers. His profile picture is that.
That's funny. I love it that he embraces that.
I'll see if I can find a picture of it, and then I'll send it to you. Because dude, it was great.
I love that he embraces that. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I love it.
But yeah, I mean, I'm so happy that the Packers won. We're 7-1, first in the NFC. We're number 1 seed right now. We control our own destiny. I'm excited, dude. I'm really excited, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much. So, I just saw your text. Oh my god.
The red laser eyes.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. Yeah,
All
dude,
right.
it's fucking great. And I looked because I was like, man, someone had to have photoshopped that. And I looked, and there's people posting like their shit. And it's the same profile picture. It's the fucking red laser eyes and that meme. Oh, dude, it was great. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game. Look, I love low scoring games. I like shootouts. Don't get me wrong, shootouts are fun. They're always fun.
Right.
But low scoring games, defensive games, those are my favorite. In any sport, football, baseball, basketball, hockey, doesn't matter. I love watching good defense. So,
Yeah,
like,
of course
you know,
yeah.
low scoring games like that where an under would hit rather than an over, it keeps me entertained. It keeps me like focused.
Right.
I don't know. It might just be the ADHD. I don't know.
It probably is. But couple other big games this weekend. I mean, I know we were talking about like this week was supposed to be fucking blowout city, right?
There was only, I
It
want to say,
really,
3 blowouts.
yeah, it really wasn't blowout city. But before we get into these games, scratch track. Um, New York Jets, we need to talk, man. Look, there's only been 2 times this year where I have made a parlay, and you have managed to fuck them both. Stop it! Let me win my money.
Oh my god,
Oh my
dude.
god, like, I'm at a loss for words, dude. Why do you think you can go in and beat the Bengals, and then you do it? Stop
Yeah.
it!
I mean, oh, did the Jags fuck you too? Didn't you bet on the Jags?
Yeah. So,
You dummy.
honestly,
I
that.
told you.
Well, here's the thing. That parlay that I made an 8 leg parlay. It was looking good. Ended up only hitting 3 out of the 8 on that parlay.
Oh.
But the biggest one to screw me was the Jets. Everything else was pretty close, pretty in the ballpark. So I just like to blame the Jets, to be brutally honest with you.
The goddamn Jets.
The goddamn Jets, man.
No, that was I didn't get a chance to actually watch this game, but I watched a little bit of the highlights and it's fucking, what was it? Mike White. Have a day. Have a fucking day. 37 for 45, 405 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, but 400 yards passing?
Yeah.
That's
You.
good no matter what the rest of the stats are.
I know the Jets just traded for Joe Flacco, but you need to keep rolling with this guy, with
Well,
Mike White for sure.
okay, listen. We've said this many times. We said this about Taylor Heineke.
And I get that.
They come out, they have a stretch of 3 to 4 great games, whether it be wins or losses, but they look great running an offense, and then they just die, and then it just fucking falls apart. The train
I
comes apart, the wheels fall off, it bursts into flames, hits a school full of bunnies. I don't fucking know, but
damn.
it is it that always happens, and it doesn't. It's not even just us. Okay, a lot of fucking fans do this where they're sitting there like, "Oh my god, he's the answer." No, he's not.
I get
Show
that,
me
but
game
after that
tape of Mike
conversation,
White.
you can't not start him again. Like you got to roll with him.
Well, yeah, duh. You ride until that train goes into the school of bunnies, of course. But
Poor bunnies, man.
poor bunnies. Uh,
Poor bunnies.
but he's not gonna be the answer, and I don't know, man. Because clearly it's not the quarterback's fault. Because look at Sam Darnold. He was drafted to New York, is fucking god awful. I see ghosts out there. Gets traded to, was he traded or signed to Carolina? I can't remember. Help me. Hit me.
I'm not
You're
sure.
fucking useless to me.
I am useless.
Goes to Carolina. I can't remember. And then he, granted it's, still Carolina, but he's doing better than he did in New York. So obviously it's not a quarterback's fault of why you can't win games.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not hyped on Mike White yet. I need to see like rest of the season. Like, if he starts blowing Zach Wilson's fucking numbers out of the water, which granted is not hard to do, but if he just clearly starts outperforming Zach Wilson, then obviously he's your starter for the rest of the year. And then you kind of you have that little quarterback competition in training camp. and then preseason and see where he's at, and then make a decision from there. But I just, cool. You go in, you're at home, and you beat one of the best teams in the AFC for sure. Like that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's bad on fucking that looks bad on the Bengals because you're in a tight AFC race right now, and a game that 100% is winnable, you blow
after blowing out the Ravens,
after destroying the fucking Ravens and making them baby birds again.
Yeah,
you go into New York, and you lose. Hey, it was a close game, but you gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter. You can't fucking do that. You can't do that and expect to come away with a win, because if you give who's dominant right now in the AFC, let's just say the Raiders, because the first ones that came to mind, right?
Okay.
You give the Raiders an opportunity to score 17 in the fourth quarter, they're going to lock you down so fucking quick.
I hope.
Well, kind of. But you just can't let that happen. You cannot go into a game and take your foot, no matter who the fuck you're playing. You cannot take your foot off that gas pedal at all. If you want to remain one of the top teams in the AFC, you cannot take your foot off the gas pedal at all. Doesn't matter what fucking team you are. Right. And you gave up a good chance to keep that top seed. I don't think they're number one seed by any means. I don't remember. I don't really.
They look. Yes, they're winning games. Yeah, I mean they lost this week or last week, but they don't look like a dominant number one seed to me at all. They just don't have the pieces. Yes, the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase chemistry is fantastic because of their days at LSU, but everywhere else they just do not look like a contender. They're gonna be in the playoffs 100%, but I don't see them making any sort of decent run.
No, you might get to divisional.
Yes,
that's it.
If you're lucky,
that's as far as you go is divisional. But they got some moves in the off season. I wish they would have made some moves in the fucking deadline. That would have been nice to see.
Hey, I mean, something. Deadline's not over yet. I believe we still got about an hour. Half hour.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. I just was just scrolling Twitter to see if there's anything that's happened, and absolutely nothing has happened.
Yeah.
So
you would get it. We'd get
it. It's a little dry right now. So which sucks. I mean, there's a lot of big names to be moved. So hopefully something happens to keep us entertained. But
yeah, definitely. But yeah, if you don't start making moves either in the offseason, in free agency, trades, at the deadline, whatever the case may be, draft picks, whatever. If you don't start making a move, you're divisional dropouts. That's all you are.
Right. So, did you see this video posted by OBJ's? Oh, I don't know where you're going with that.
I kind of want to hold on real quick before we start talking about the OBJ drama. I want to talk about Jameis Winston.
Jameis?
Or Jameis Winston. Jameis.
Who the hell is Jameis?
I don't know why, but I heard one commentator say that was his first name, and I thought that was his first name for life.
Okay. Yes, I didn't know what video you're talking about of Jameis Winston. Carry on.
No, this fucker tears his ACL. First of all, I want to talk about also like that love and brotherhood on the Saints, because Alvin Kamara was in that medical tent with Winston.
Yeah.
He was in that medical tent until they got him out into the locker room. Like that, I love seeing that. I hate seeing when players get hurt, no matter what. Hate it. Doesn't matter what team. Like if Aaron Rodgers went down and fucking tore his knee up, I would feel bad. I'm like, fuck. Like
right. Quite a few players tore their ACL this week, dude. Quite a few ACL tears. Jameis Winston, Robert Tonyan from the Packers. I forget his name, but he was the third string running back for the Packers on a kick return. He tore his ACL, and the guy that hit him, I think, was carted off the field for the Cardinals. So
Oh shit.
yeah, there was quite a few injuries.
Well, you also have to, if we're gonna start talking about injuries now, um, poor Derrick Henry putting together a monster MVP year and gets taken out by a broken foot
And
or a broken bone
he's
in
gonna
his
be
foot.
done. But guess what? He's still gonna lead the NFL in rushing for the next 3 weeks
Well, here's the thing.
everybody catches up.
Right, but here's the thing though, it's still undecided, indecisive. It's not sure.
Words.
It's dude, I'm fumbling, bumbling, and scrumbling all over today. Um, it's still not decided if he's going to be ruled out for the rest of the year. At least that I've seen this morning.
Look, when it comes to stuff like that, you have to, because if you keep him playing and keep him in, you're only gonna make him worse. Bite the bullet.
No,
You got to keep him out.
Okay.
I know you're 6-2. You're 6-2. You're right there, one of the top teams in the AFC. But I feel like you can't put the team's success over somebody's health. Same reason why the Cowboys kept Dak out the other night. Could Dak have played? Yes, but was it the smart move to not play him? Yes, give him that extra week of rest.
I was 100% wrong. He did have foot surgery this morning. Went well, surgery complete. He's now resting, so he's going to be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Maybe might be back for playoffs. Depends.
I doubt it, dude.
He's going to miss 6 to 10 weeks. So it's not.
Unless the Titans make the Super Bowl, I don't see him coming back.
Either that or AFC Championship.
Yeah. But hey, the Titans made a move, dude. I love this move. Sorry for Derrick Henry. Dude, they signed Adrian Peterson.
Oh my god.
Like,
why do I keep forgetting about Adrian Peterson?
Obviously, he's not going to be a starter, but dude, I would love nothing more than to have more memories of Adrian Peterson just romping people. And I know that with me and you being Packers and Bears fans, and Adrian Peterson pretty much having his whole career in Minnesota, we have mixed feelings about him. But I've always been a fan of Adrian Peterson. And I'd hope that he really keeps the train moving for the Titans.
Mm-hmm. I do too. He's a great short yardage. As of right now, he's a great short yardage running back. However, the only problem that I see is that he has been out for a little under 3 years, and in running back years,
God, has it been that long?
2017.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't realize it had already been 3 years.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Make you a return, big man. Go get in the end zone. Have you seen Longest Yard? When Rob Schneider goes, "You can do it. Get that old ass of yours in the end zone." That's what I think of.
Oh, I haven't.
Your audio broke up there, and I was like, was that just like a dry joke? Is he not laughing, or like?
Oh, sorry. No, I was laughing. I really was laughing. I said no, I didn't.
Get that old ass of yours in the end zone. We gotta win this thing. That's what I picture.
However, the biggest thing that fucking pisses me off is these parody accounts on Twitter that post parody trades.
Like, yeah, I'm having trouble finding out. I mean, I shouldn't say having trouble, but like some of these trades could actually be realistic, and you're like, okay, hang on, is this real or not? But
yeah, like you have to do so much digging.
If it doesn't come from Adam Schefter, it ain't real.
That's fair. That's a good.
So it's just like for NBA, right? If it doesn't come from Waj, it ain't real.
That's fair. That's a good point. I'm at the. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's the same thing for MLB. It's Ken Rosenthal.
Exactly.
You don't see it come from Ken. It's not legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I saw one that tripped me out as you were talking, and it was Mitch Trubisky got traded to Washington. And I was like, oh shit, okay, maybe it's
Okay,
fake.
but
God damn it.
right, but like that,
But I could see that happening.
Exactly, that low key makes sense.
Like I could for sure see that happening.
It really,
they're
like,
in dire
yeah.
need. They're in dire need of a mobile quarterback. He is a mobile quarterback. He's got a decent arm. It's not like he's dog shit at times, but it's it makes sense. It really does make sense.
Yeah, it really. I mean, like I said, that'd be freaking awesome.
And
But
these fucking accounts just know how to like, oh shit, okay. Oh shit, okay. You know what I
would
mean?
you be mad if you were Mitchell Trubisky and you got traded to the to Washington only because you are the backup on a contender right now on the, with the Bills?
Oh man, it's kind of hard to.
Do you want to play or do you want to win the ring as a backup? You know,
Right, yeah. It's like, do you want to prove that it was the system you were in and it was the head coach that you were in? Or, do you just want to sit on the sidelines, collect money, and
and win a
get,
ring,
get a ring?
possibly win a ring.
Possibly get a ring, yeah.
I think the Bills
But,
are maybe top 5, but they're not like my number 1 contender whatsoever right now. So, because
but no, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I don't know, man. It really just depends on what he wants. I mean, if he's content with sitting on the sidelines, collect a check, and possibly, hopefully, win a ring, well, now that
the
who
thing
knows
is
what's happening
he's
with
got to
Adrian Peterson.
have the realization of, okay, unless Josh Allen gets hurt, I'm not playing because
Right, exactly.
he's your franchise quarterback. So what do you do? You know?
Right, exactly. So I don't know. Honestly,
Should
I mean,
be interesting.
If it's me, I want to get traded to. I would want to play.
Right.
There's so many teams that are hurting for a franchise QB. I really believe that Trubisky would have been a franchise quarterback if Nagy wasn't Nagy, but
It's possible.
that's a story for another day. All right, so you started talking about, before I derailed you, I apologize. You started talking around OBJ's dad. What happened?
Yes. And I feel like this could fuel some trade line drama here.
Trade line? Trade line again?
Trade line, God, why say lot word, few word, do trick. The trade deadline. OBJ's name has been floating around, right? We talked about it last week. And this, I don't know if it was last night or this morning. I think it was this morning. OBJ's dad tweeted an 11-minute video of this season, all the times that OBJ was open and Baker Mayfield did not throw it to him.
Well, last week he had one target.
Yeah, and I watched the first 3 minutes of this video, and I was like, holy shit, this is obvious. He's literally, either Baker Mayfield is the worst quarterback of all time, or he is purposely not throwing the ball to OBJ. Right. Because if you watched even just the first couple plays of this video, you're like, holy shit, a blind monkey could make that throw. So,
right.
I don't know, and I feel like that could fuel some trade drama here. I think OBJ needs to get out of Cleveland. I don't care where he goes. I'd love if he goes to the Packers. We talked about it last week, but he needs to get out of Cleveland because obviously it's no good.
No, it's not a.
Yeah, it's horrible. So if you haven't watched that video, watch it because it's gonna make you like, oh my, you're gonna be like, holy crap! Even just the first couple plays. There was one, he was wide open up the middle, nothing but a touchdown, and Baker Mayfield holds the ball, rolls out, gets maybe a couple yards.
Right.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. It was really bad. You need to get OBJ out of Cleveland. So hopefully that happens today.
Like it's clear that that's not your wide receiver one. It's clear.
No, it's Jarvis Landry.
It's 100% Jarvis Landry.
Yeah,
and which understandably so. Jarvis Landry's a great quarterback. Jesus Christ! Didn't he have a touchdown?
I was gonna say, didn't he throw a touchdown pass on some kind of
he threw a passing touchdown.
Some type of Philly special?
Yeah, something like that. I could have sworn that happened this year.
Yeah,
but he's a great wide receiver. Don't get me wrong, but you brought OBJ to Cleveland to be your wide receiver one, to be that Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow connection, to be that,
I feel like it was more the Giants
to be
traded
that number
OBJ
one
to the
connection.
Browns to die. But then the Browns started getting somewhat decent with Baker Mayfield. So, but that was years ago, wasn't it? How long's OBJ been on the Browns now? It's been like 4 years, right? 4 or 5 years already. God damn.
Okay, it happened when I was still working at Lids because I was overjoyed by putting his Giants jerseys on
On
clearance.
sale, yeah.
Same with the Khalil Mack Raiders jersey. That was like fucking Christmas for me.
Man, nothing went on sale quicker though than the Raiders Antonio Brown jerseys. Those went on sale pretty quick.
Bro, that was so funny. Like a quick side story, but I remember when we got those in, and I was sitting there and I was like, he hasn't even played a single fucking down for the Raiders, and he's already got both home and away jerseys. I don't understand.
Right.
And they were the top selling item in our store.
Literally.
And I was like, okay, all right, listen, chill. You gotta chill.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny, 100%. But yeah,
So,
it's I don't know, Matt. But you're wasting a talent here. There are so many other teams that need a wide receiver one. Like, unbiasedly, the fucking Bears. Like the Bears could use someone like OBJ. And I wish that you could see my face when I say this, but
I got a pretty good idea.
Someone like OBJ, but they have Allen Robinson, and it's clear as day that Darnell Mooney is the wide receiver one on that team, and I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Granted,
regardless,
every big game goes to the Bears.
I think OBJ needs to just get out of Cleveland. He needs to either request a trade or let the Browns trade him on his own. I feel like after watching that video, you need to, like, either A, go to Baker Mayfield and be like, what the fuck? Or B, ask for a trade. Because it's just, after watching that video, there is for sure something going on with Baker and OBJ. Something behind closed doors. Yeah. Because, like I said, watch the video. You'll be like, holy crap.
Hey, maybe OBJ is just upset that he never gets invited to Baker Mayfield's house that is the Brown Stadium.
Those commercials are hilarious, dude. I loved the Halloween one. The Halloween one was hilarious.
Yeah, the nachos.
With the nacho cheese in the bag and everything. Oh my god. Hilarious.
Although hilarious. I will say that my favorite is like the book club with, I think it's their
the book club
linemen,
one.
like with
their
we need to kick Stacy out.
I like them all, bro. They're all funny.
They're fucking great, man. I love those more than I love like his like Hulu commercials.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh man. Well, if you can't throw a football, he's got at least some type of
he's got maybe an acting
some
career.
fallback, right?
Fucking Jeremy Roenick had an acting career after his stint in the NHL, so I mean, fuck it.
You want to know who has a great acting career?
Aaron Rodgers?
No, Dan Campbell. Fire the man. The Lions are 0-8. How many times are you going to think that he is actually doing any good? Yes, after one of the losses, he cried. Boo freaking who? You acted. You are not a good coach. You cried to save your job. Lions are 0-8, and I made a bet. I made a bet, Nick, that the Lions will go 0-17. It pays plus 1,000. I'm halfway there.
Wouldn't your argument be to keep Dan Campbell then?
I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to say that the Lions are 0-8. Dan Campbell sucks, and I made a bet.
That argument would be to keep Dan Campbell because fuck you, whatever you're doing right or whatever you're trying to do right is working wrong, which in turn you're doing it correctly because then I could win plus $1,000.
Look,
so
I just needed to use the acting as some sort of transition to say that I made a bet that the Lions would go 0-18 or 0-17.
You're not wrong though, dude. It's like how much more theatrics?
Like,
How
at least
like how
Matt
much more
Patricia could
theatrics
get
can you
them a
put out?
win.
Right, exactly. Like how many times are you gonna cry on camera? How many times are you gonna be fucking pissed off on a sideline before your front office makes the decision of you gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
Go back to high school,
it's.
go back to college. Like
I saw I
you gotta
saw a
go.
picture of a Lions fan with a bag over his head and a sign that said, "This is not a costume." Oh man, it was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Oh
dude.
man,
It's I don't know, fucking I don't know what they would do. Part of me wants to see them go 0-17. Just
me
because
too.
it'd be their first time as 0-17. Or the first time in
They'd
I
have
guess
the 0 and
history.
16
Yeah.
record and the 0 and 17 record.
Right. And
So
it's like
it's like
I don't know,
how
man.
are you so good at being so bad
I can't,
consistently?
right.
Just the whole franchise. Just how are you
No,
so
exactly.
good at being so bad?
No, I agree. Like, but in terms of your argument, let's keep Dan Campbell
Yeah,
as
just
head coach for the
look,
Lions as long
look.
as
If
possible.
we win that bet and I
You
win some money, I only put $10 on it. Right? So $10 pays 100. Okay, cool. Me and you'll go take that $100, go get a steak or something, and celebrate the 0 and 17 Lions.
okay? Okay.
I'd even wear a Lions jersey too, because I have one.
Oh my God, you do. Oh, you have Megatron, right?
I do. I have with the tag still on, stitched Megatron jersey, home jersey.
Anyway, if any Lions fans out there hear that he is accepting offers,
I am.
per
Yes,
his
I am,
wife, he is always accepting offers on every one of his jerseys.
bro. I have like I'm going through
Can confirm.
withdrawals.
I have 2 jerseys from Devon from his collection.
Dude, I haven't bought a jersey in like a year.
I think the most recent jersey I quote unquote bought was my Justin Fields jersey. And technically I didn't buy it, I just traded for it.
Dude, side note, I went to the mall yesterday because the wife had to do some
Thanks for the
shopping,
invite.
and I walked into Fans, and they had the cleanest black and orange Justin Fields jersey. I swear to you, bro, it was so clean.
Let the record know that I, one, did not get an invite to go to the mall with Devon. 2, did not get a picture of said black and orange jersey from Devon. 3, he did not offer to swipe it and for me to Venmo him for it. I want that to be known.
And 4, he didn't give Santa the chance to get it for him. Mic drop, suck it.
I retract.
Oh
But
man.
no, I haven't bought I haven't bought a jersey in a while.
Yeah,
But
it's been a minute for me, dude. I think the last one I bought was that Giannis jersey I gave you. To be brutally honest, bro, I think it was. So
I was there for that. You literally won like $100 on the craps table or on roulette. Then we went and we bought it. Because
look,
I think that
if
was the
I
same day that you bought me the. First of all, Devon's my sugar daddy. Anytime we go out shopping, I just want to point that out real quick. He also bought me like a pair of Nike sweatpants shorts that I'm actually currently wearing
nice.
as we speak.
But look, if I didn't give you that jersey then, I definitely would have given it to you a couple months ago after the Bucks beat the Suns in the finals. There's no way I could put that jersey on. There's no way at all.
Honestly, I run into that dilemma a lot because I have like, of course, I have my own team's jerseys, but I also have a ton of like other teams' jerseys. And
Yeah.
like, I gave away my Raider Bo Jackson Stitch jersey for a disposable vape.
Jesus, you have problems.
I gave that away because I was just like, I don't want a fucking Raider jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But-
I run into that dilemma a lot. Where I'm just like,
There's no way a Bucks jersey will touch my skin ever again after blowing a 2-0 lead in the NBA finals. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, we got dramatically off topic here.
Dude,
so
we
I
really
apologize for
did.
that. We're gonna have our own separate podcast
On a
about
very sad
jerseys.
note, Adam Schefter hasn't tweeted in the past hour, and it's really
Oh,
not
I
looking
know.
good.
I know. I even turned
So
his notifications on.
yeah, I'm really really worried here because we're 10 minutes away,
Oh, it's
and
nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. This is it. The
yeah,
two trades have happened so far.
yeah, it sucks.
Um, did you happen to see the Titans and Colts game?
So when I watch every Sunday, I am watching NFL Red Zone so I can keep track of all the scores and everything. So I did tune in a couple times via Red Zone, but I didn't watch like the entire game, like, religiously.
Okay. So I didn't watch the entire game, but I did watch the fourth quarter, and it was a back and forth. Now,
Okay.
the funny part of this that happened was Carson Wentz, they're in their own 10-yard line right now. So we'll call it, I want to say it was like the 2-yard line. Carson Wentz throws a pass, it gets tipped or it gets clean picked off. I don't remember, but it gets intercepted and run in for a pick six. Myself and the rest of the NFL fan base that was watching was like, that's it. Titans won. Like the fucking Colts are cooked. Titans kick it off. Carson Wentz then proceeds to lead the Colts down to the to the other side, to the other end zone for a game-tying fucking touchdown.
He's so bipolar, dude. He wakes up in the morning and Carson Wentz is like, do I want to be good or do I want to be bad today? I swear to God.
Do I want to choose violence or do I want to look homeless?
There's times where he looks like a fucking Hall of Famer, and there's times where he looks like dog water. So it's ridiculous.
100%. It's 100%. He's either lights out or is injured. I agree wholeheartedly. And granted, the Colts did lose in overtime, but the fact is, you still took it to overtime. You still had your back against the wall, and you fought. You fought for the rest of that fucking game to even get it to overtime. So I was very impressed. And it's not like Carson Wentz looked like shit. He looked good. And granted, you also had to say, oh, well, Derrick Henry was hurt. He got taken out. Da da da. So they lost that dynamic run game. But the Colts were holding him down. Like, it was his fucking stats. Like, Derrick Henry had 28 rushes and only had 68 yards. Like, granted, it's like still 68 yards, but that's low for Derrick Henry.
Yeah. But, I mean, when did he get hurt? Was it the fourth quarter or was it...
I don't remember. If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't remember. I want to say, I think it was the third quarter.
Okay.
Second half for sure, I believe. Yeah, I don't exactly. I don't remember.
Oh my God. We got a trade.
Oh no, what happened?
The Jets are sending tight end Dan Brown to the Chiefs for guard Dr. Laurent Duvernay, or however they say it, Duvernay?
I thought
Tardif.
that was fake. I thought that was fake.
No, dude, there's now a Jets offensive lineman is he's a doctor. He opted out during COVID to go work in a hospital. He opted out of the season. Yeah, no, that's a true trade. That is true. So
Well, when I first read it, it didn't come from Schechter. It just came from another quote unquote source. So I was like, how true is that?
yeah, so hey man, there's at least one trade. Not the one we wanted, but
Yeah, but where are the Chiefs getting all of this fucking money?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Well, that was the worst fucking trade deadline ever.
Hey, we still got 5 minutes.
left.
Still 5 minutes.
Left. Like, I remember like the MLB trade deadline in 2019, 18, 19. It was literally like 30 seconds left of the trade deadline, and Nick Castellanos got traded to the Cubs. I remember that.
Yeah,
Like
so
30
we
seconds
still
left.
got time. We still got
Oh
time
yeah.
here.
It ain't
Um,
over till it's over. But yeah, so that Titans game was good. And unfortunately I just wish Carson Wentz would be consistent for once in his fucking career. Granted, he had the year that they won this, the year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, he had like an MVP caliber year, but he got hurt. Then he came back, and he hasn't been.
uh-oh. Your audio cut out. Did I lose you?
Hello,
There you go. Okay, you're back.
hello, I am. I think it's because I moved.
Don't move. Stand
I'm
perfectly
sorry.
still.
Okay.
So, there's one game I want to talk about real quick as well.
Okay.
The Patriots beating the Chargers, bro. That's
I
huge.
didn't watch that one.
I didn't watch a lot of it either, but are you starting to kind of wave a little bit of a red flag here at the Chargers
No.
after dropping two winnable games against the Ravens and now the Patriots?
Well, maybe.
Like it's
I don't know. It's kind of hard to. I don't want to start pointing fingers at
I
anything.
had such high hopes for the Chargers, and now they're starting to drop games and look just like not how they started.
Yeah, that's they were number one for a while, I believe. I mean, granted, you still have the option to go number one in the AFC West. I mean, the Raiders for some reason have like a second win to them, and but I don't know, man. I don't necessarily see like. Look, the Raiders' schedule coming up is fairly challenging.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. So you got the Giants, Chiefs, Bengals, Cowboys. You got Washington. You
Bengals
have the Chiefs.
Cowboys are going to be the two crucial games there, in my opinion.
I don't
Um,
know about the Cowboys anymore. It depends on if Dak is hurt still.
um, I'm gonna treat it like Dak is playing because he was just held
Oh,
out
then yeah, absolutely.
as a precautionary reason, just to give him an extra week of rest. So
That's fair.
I'd imagine that when they do play the Raiders, that Dak Prescott, pending anything new, will be playing.
Yeah. And
Um,
then you got Washington, the Chiefs, and then you got the Browns, Broncos. You're gonna have the Colts, and then you end out on the Chargers.
yep. It'll. I mean,
So
they actually have a good shot, dude. But I feel like they control their destiny right now in that division.
I feel like they do too, but also, I mean, the Chargers kind of hold their own destiny too. I mean, look, the strength of their schedule right now isn't exactly like difficult.
Right,
You
but
got the
when you
Eagles.
drop a winnable game against the Patriots, you kind of need to start raising an eyebrow a little bit.
Well, you raise an eyebrow a little bit, sure. I mean, you should do that to any team that drops a winnable game like that. Like, fuck, I did that to the Bears for the past 4 weeks. No, I wouldn't really count the what's it called? The Bucks game as like a winnable game. But it was definitely should not have been a blowout considering the Bucks were missing Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski that week. And all that's two offensive threats that are like huge fucking factors. But
Right.
no, but like you don't start really raising winnable game losses until they start getting blown out, in my opinion. Like the Chargers game, it wasn't really it wasn't a blowout by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, by any mean of the phrase. It wasn't a blowout.
Right.
The fucking Ravens game was a blowout, but you could see that they clearly could hold their own against the Browns. They could hold their own against the Raiders, can hold their own against their Chiefs. You know what I mean? Can even hold their own against the Rams. The Rams are nothing to kind of look ugly at either. So I don't know. I'm not raising any suspicion or eyebrows yet. I would say let's see how the rest of your fucking schedule goes, because next you have the Eagles, then you have the Vikings, the Steelers, the Broncos, the Bengals, the Giants, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos again, and then like I said, you close out against the Raiders.
Right.
So I'm not raising any suspicion yet. I would say if they start, because the Eagles and Vikings are very winnable games.
Right.
Very winnable games. If you drop those two back to back, then I'd be like, all right, you're hosed. Stop, shut it down. You're done. At that point, you're fucking 5-4 or you're 4-5. It's no, stop. The true test, honestly, in my opinion, is going to be the Steelers and the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are just a force to be reckoned with in the NFL this year. So,
Yeah, but I mean, and then they go and lose to the Jets.
and then they go
So,
lose to the Jets.
I
But it's okay. How long has Mike White been in the league?
honestly couldn't tell you.
This is the first time that I actually ever heard of that man.
Me too.
Hold on, let me find out.
Honestly couldn't tell you. But go ahead and ring the bell. It is 101. The trade deadline is officially passed. It was a snooze fest. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I was hoping for something big, but that sucks, man. The NFL trade deadline is so horrible compared to basically literally any other sport. But I don't know. I didn't. The only big name
Okay,
everybody
so
was hoping for to get moved today was Deshaun Watson, and it didn't happen. So carry on.
oh no, you're fine. So this is kind of Mike White's first true rookie season, right? He gets drafted by the Cowboys. He's a third string quarterback for 4 years. And then he gets traded to the Jets in 2019, where he was signed to the practice squad. He comes up. I'm trying to read this. So he comes up. Now, all of a sudden, Zach Wilson gets hurt. Now you're the starting quarterback there. What game tape do you have on him that isn't college?
Right.
So, I don't know. To me, it's kind of like I'm not sold on him. And I know we talked about this before. I'm not sold on him yet. And I'm
Well,
also
me neither.
not
But you still
putting
got to
really
start
any
him.
stock. But I'm not really putting any stock into the Jets win against the Bengals because there was no way to prepare for Mike White. There was
Okay.
no way.
Okay.
Should have made adjustments on the fly like any team does, but it just wasn't there. And you want to say that the Packers caught the Cardinals on an off game? I would say the Jets caught the Bengals on an off game.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
hey,
I
that's
agree. They
just me.
definitely did.
That's just me. I'm dog shit with my takes, so here we are.
Well then. I was really hoping to have some more trades to talk about, man. I'm not gonna lie.
That's just the fact of the matter of the NFL owners are cowardly. You got every
Sure.
team right now that is still, huh?
I said sure.
Well, I mean, look at NFL, look at the NBA, or I'm not NFL, look at the NBA, look at the MLB, look at the NHL. Their trade deadlines, like it's a round the clock thing on that trade deadline. You
Right.
got teams that will make excuse me, that will make trades 2 games into the season in the NHL. So it's just boring. It's boring, and like I don't know. To me, it just feels like the owners are being fucking cowardly. Like, make a fucking trade. Make a trade. You know OBJ don't want to be there. You don't want OBJ there. Trade him. You know what I mean? Are you gonna just fucking let Deshaun Watson sit on the sideline while he gets ran up and down the fucking flagpole? Trade him.
Literally, that's
Granted,
what they're doing.
what fucking team would take on that kind of baggage? But fucking, you're gonna find one. You're gonna find one team.
Yeah. Hopefully, you find one team at least.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully.
Now, there was one thing that I wanted to bring up today, and I wanted to say how much, respectively and lovingly, as I say this, you're an idiot.
I'm an
You
idiot.
really had Jacksonville going into Seattle and coming out with a win.
Look,
Yeah, I want to hear every little bit of your thinking. So you have the floor, sir.
Um, just the way that Seattle and Geno Smith had been playing, I thought maybe there was a shot that Trevor Lawrence can come in and get lucky. Clearly, Geno Smith shut me the hell up. Um,
Made you his bitch.
yeah, I just sometimes you got to go with the dog, right, and hope that you find out, hope that you get something. I really have no other explanation other than that. Just I thought that they were gonna get lucky, but just the Jags are just bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
They're I'm not betting on them anymore. I will not bet on the Jags anymore this season, and I will not bet on anybody playing the fucking Jets. Because the Jets just seem to constantly fuck me. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say about that, Lieutenant Dan.
31-7. I didn't watch this game, but I knew for a fact that Seattle was not going to let Jacksonville come even close, and this was a blowout.
Yeah, I took a shot in the dark. So,
Understandably so. Hey, look, you know what? Sometimes, like I say every week, any given Sunday, they are professionals for a reason. Okay, there's a reason
yep.
why you and I aren't padding up or suiting up and going out on the field. You know what I mean? So anything could happen. Just like the Chiefs almost losing to the fucking Giants of all teams.
Dude, I don't know what happened there, man.
I know that's just what the fuck is happening with on that fucking team.
Chiefs are really having a really bad hangover. they've been high on all this success. You pay Patrick Mahomes a fucking king's ransom, and now you're sitting at what, 4-3?
4-4.
4-4.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, man. Something clearly. Their biggest issue is turnovers. It is by far. But yeah, there's something needs to be changed, but what do you change? You know, you have a fantastic quarterback. You have the a freaking cheetah as a receiver in Tyreek Hill who can outrun anything or anybody. Yes, your defense is a problem, but that still doesn't make excuses for your turnovers, and I feel like that's the biggest thing. So if you can just get those turnovers under control, I think that you should be at least somewhere in the ballpark. But I don't know. I really wish I did, but and then they go and make a trade today for a tight end. I don't see that being a big improvement.
No.
So, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm at a loss of words right now, and I have no other explanation at all. I don't have anything. I don't have any sort of explanation whatsoever when it comes to the downfall of Patrick Mahomes, except for do you think the home life with everything that's going on is playing a factor?
I don't know. I doubt it. Yes, his brother's a fucking head case, but Patrick Mahomes is a professional, and I feel like he wouldn't let anything off the field affect him on the field.
I get that.
I don't see him as that kind of guy.
There are some things that it's hard to let go. And there are some things that are just so fucking hard. I know everyone wants to say, leave it off the field. As soon as you come into these doors, nothing on the outside matters. But there are some things, man. And that goes for like just about every profession. Every profession will say that to you. Don't let the outside affect you. Don't let this affect you. Don't let that affect you. When you're here, your focus should be here. But this is real life.
Right.
Okay. They are playing a game. They are getting paid multi-million dollars to play a game that we played as kids. You know what I mean? But they're still human beings. They still have feelings outside the court. Jesus. Outside the field. But look, the fact of the matter is that, like I said, these are still people. Okay, the backlash that happened with this stupid fucking brother stepping on oh fuck, on the memorial. What the fuck was his name? Oh my
Sean
god, how can I
Taylor?
escape this? That one. Oh my god. I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible
Sean
fucking person.
Taylor?
I'm a terrible fucking person. But Jackson stepping on Sean Taylor's memorial and his wife or fiance being a fucking nuisance in the stands and his mom going after people on fucking Twitter. Like
Yeah.
all of that happened in a span of like 2 weeks. Granted, his girlfriend or fiance, like she starts trouble every fucking game. But like all of this backlash all at once happened in 2 weeks. In like a 2 week span.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
really feel like
while I agree, I still don't think that that's affecting him um on the field. I don't, because yes, his interceptions are going off at an alarming rate. However, if you look at some of those interceptions, some of them are not his fault.
no,
So,
some of them were tipped, and it's just the way that the ball lands.
yeah.
You know, yeah,
Just
no.
because
Some
it
of them are
goes
not his
against the
fault.
stat doesn't mean it's their fault, you know?
Exactly. You know, it's like a lot of times people will think that like targets to reception ratio means that they dropped every single pass. It's like, no, he may have been targeted, but that pass could have sailed over his fucking head 15 yards, or it could have been
Right.
tipped, or it could have been this, could have been that. You know, a lot of people see like the interception and be like, fuck, he's got more interceptions than he has touchdowns. It's like, okay, well, he wasn't directly throwing it to the defender's arms.
Or
He wasn't like
your receiver could literally just not be looking at you, AJ Green, looking at you,
looking at you, AJ Green, even though he ain't looking at us because he's turned around. But
looking at you.
but nah, dude, it's just I don't know. There's a handful of the interceptions that he's had this year that were tipped that he forced a throw on.
Right.
That he tried the no look sidearm bibbity bop 50-yard pass down the fucking
Bibbity bobbity
field.
boop. Sorry, that just I don't know where that came
Bibbity
from.
boppity pick. But
Six.
but there's like a lot of passes that he threw that double coverage, triple coverage, one-on-one, but the receiver got beat. Like whatever the case, like yeah, some of them weren't his fault, but a lot of them could have been a throwaway. Could have been I'm gonna run for 4 yards.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but they
I
gotta
gotta stay on that.
the two teams I feel like are in the playoff hunt that needed to make a move that didn't are definitely the Chargers and the Chiefs. So
Yeah.
anyway, and enough about those. You want to make some picks?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's.
Oh wait, real quick before we start making picks, do you have a game of the week before we get into that?
I do.
Hit me.
It is definitely the Titans at the Rams this week.
Really?
Yeah, it's your Sunday night game. Even without Derrick Henry, I still think the Titans put up a fight because you can't rule out AJ Brown, Julio Jones. They still have a decent, pass attack. So
Does Peterson played it?
I don't know. I doubt it with him being signed, and I don't think he gets cleared and learns a decent part of the playbook that quickly. I see him playing the following week.
Okay.
So, but that's my game of the week. I mean, I'd want to say the Packers and Chiefs, but just the way that the Chiefs have been playing, they're not.
I was thinking about that too.
Like they're not that powerhouse team right now.
Pal.
They're not that guy. So otherwise, that would have been my game of the week. But I feel like the more entertaining game is definitely going to be the Titans against the Rams.
Okay, my pick, Browns Bengals. So Browns Bengals because it is a divisional game. Granted, Browns are 4-4, Bengals are 5-3. The Bengals just had a humiliating loss that they need to look, you got to win games. You got to win games to still remain in that conversation. The Browns are still a good team. They may be 4-4, they may be 500. It doesn't fucking matter. They're still a good team. Divisional games will forever be one that could go either way.
I
They're
agree.
playing in Cincinnati. It's a battle of fucking Ohio, and I love those kind of games. So my pick right now is Browns Bengals.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I definitely go with that one. You're definitely right about when it comes to divisional games. So,
Especially, I love interstate.
and I'm also curious to see how Von Miller does in his first game as a Ram.
Oh my god, I can't
So,
believe they traded him. I can't believe he got traded.
all of this, everything the Rams are doing just to beat like a freaking 80-year-old Tom Brady. I don't know, man. I don't know. I still think Tom Brady wins.
Listen, an 80-year-old Tom Brady that plays like he's 26 still.
Literally.
So, like, you know,
But,
well.
so, making our first pick, we have Thursday Night Football. We have the Jets and the Colts in Indianapolis. Tickets as low as $17. Get them today.
Are you serious?
Yes, according to ESPN, tickets are as low as $17.
You want to go?
To the Colts? Why?
Yeah.
It would cost us more money to get out there.
Okay, and?
No, I'm not going.
Bitch. Yeah, that thing like the damn, it's hard to fuck. Zach Wilson was playing, I'd say fucking Colts by a mile, but
I'm still gonna go Colts.
I'll go Jets.
All right. By the way, you kept track, right?
Nope.
Of our pick slot? No? You motherfucker.
Yeah, I got it now. Hold on.
I hate you.
Hold on, I got it.
I hate you.
Hold on.
I hate you.
Okay, I got it now.
Yeah, so I got Colts, you got Jets.
Yep.
Next game, your game of the week is the Browns at the Bengals. God, I hope the Bengals rebound and they're playing at home. So I'm gonna have to go Bengals.
Cool. I am the same way. You got to rebound. You have to brush last week off. You have to rebound. You still need to maintain that top spot, or not top spot, but you still need to make a case for that top spot.
Yeah.
You know, if you win, you're 6-3. You got to hope that the Ravens lose, but then again, the Ravens are playing the Vikings, so you basically have to win out and hope that the Ravens lose two.
Yeah.
Lose 2 games.
Plus, I mean, playing the Browns, as far as the Browns go, if there was not a wedge in between Baker Mayfield and OBJ, there definitely is one now. So, just keep that in mind.
100%.
Yeah, so I got Cincy, you got Cincy. It's a Cincy kind of day. Who day? Next game, we have the Broncos going into Dallas. I believe Dak will be playing. I have Dallas by probably like at least 10 points. Bueller.
Okay, so
Bueller.
we'll say I'm thinking God. So even with Dak not playing, granted it was the Vikings, they still won. Who is his backup? Cooper Rush still had a fairly decent
He
game.
balled out, man. I love the Cooper to I love the Cooper to Cooper touchdown to basically win the game. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. But God, I forgot that Dallas was 6-1. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But he had a decent game, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 325 yards, and 24 for 40. You know, it wasn't a bad game by any means. I feel like even if Dak didn't play and it was still Cooper Rush at this,
I would honestly still go Dallas, to be honest.
But the difference would be Dallas by 6 compared to Dallas by 10. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I mean that, and just like the Broncos are just having a hard time finding the end zone.
They
I don't
almost have,
remember
like,
the
a
last time I
Miami
saw
matchup
them
right now.
score more than like 17 points.
I think it was when they went 3-0.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. So
It's been 5 weeks. Or 3 math.
hard.
5 weeks. Yeah, 5 weeks.
Yeah, so next game, you have Houston at Miami.
Can they tie?
Right?
Look, Houston.
Once again,
Houston-
according to ESPN, tickets as low as $17. Get them
Oh,
today.
you want to go? You want to go?
You paying for the flight? I'll pay for the
Sure.
food. All right, dope.
You pay for the tickets and the food because it's going to be the same price as the flight.
Bet.
Get one beer for the amount that you paid for the ticket. But
Literally.
anyway, look, the Texans didn't have a bad game. Against the Rams,
they
like I said,
scored
they made it a
late.
game.
Yeah, they scored late.
They made it a game. If you can just find that identity in the beginning instead of having to rely on 17 was it 17 points in the fourth quarter? I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. What was it? No, I need to know. I was going to check. 22 points in the fourth quarter. They scored all of their points in the fourth quarter. Oh, I was thinking of the Bengals game. My bad. If you can find that identity early, you'll be fine. So
Right.
I think I'm gonna go Texans.
Okay. Just to make it interesting, I'm gonna go Miami. If I'm Tua, I'm pissed off that you were thinking about trading me. I'm gonna show you why you want to keep me. I'm going Miami.
Do you think it was going to be trading Tua, or do you think it was going to be putting Tua back at a backup spot and Deshaun being your number
there's
one?
no way you trade to get Deshaun Watson without trading Tua. There's no way they coexist.
Okay.
Yep. So I got Miami.
Yeah, I got
And all right, cool. Next one. Atlanta at the Saints. Look. Yeah, Jameis Winston went down with a torn ACL. But
Taysom Hill ain't a bad quarterback. He's not a
Hill's-
bad quarterback.
He's hurt, bro. It's Trevor Siemian.
No, it said that I just read that Taysom Hill was going to start.
Oh, I thought he was hurt. I thought they were going to roll with Siemian.
I thought he was too. Hold on. Continue.
Even like that. Even if Taysom Hill does start, that doesn't change what I'm about to say. It's really starting to look like any quarterback can really come into Sean Payton's system and work and do good. Because Jameis Winston had you off to a 5-2 start. Trevor Siemian comes in and beats fucking Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. Granted,
A lot of help from the defense, pretty late pick six, whatever, but still beats Tom Brady, still keeps you in the game. In my opinion, to me, it doesn't matter who is behind center for the Saints. I still think that they're going to have a chance to win every week. So I'm going to go Saints.
Okay. So, a Saints reporter by the name of Nick Underhill said Peyton said Taysom Hill is on schedule and all that's good. Will he play next game? We'll see. And this was yesterday.
So in my eyes, I'm starting Trevor Siemian. So
okay.
But
Look,
my statement still stands.
No, exactly. I was gonna say I'm gonna agree with you. Whether you start Siemian or whether you start Hill, you still giving yourself the best chance to win each game because your offense is nothing to overlook. You still have Alvin Kamara, and I'm blanking on everyone's name today.
It really makes you
have
think. It really makes you think. Was Drew Brees a system quarterback?
I just read that earlier.
Really makes you think.
But I'm gonna pull Saints on this one.
Okay. That and it's in the dome, The dome is the dome, man.
Loud environment.
When I went to New Orleans, my one regret was not going to the dome. I drove right past it, but it wasn't during football season. It was actually during when no basketball or football was going on, so I couldn't even go catch a Pelicans game.
In 2018, I was actually in Portland, and it was I think the Blazers were on like a homestand, and there was a game. One of the nights I was there for $22, and I didn't go, and I'm still kind of mad about it.
Oh man, that'd have been fun.
Not even gonna lie, I'm still kind of mad about it.
All right, so you got the Saints as well.
Yeah, I got the Saints. Yeah.
Alrighty, moving on. We got the Raiders at the Giants. I go Raiders by a lot, even though they still, they can't keep themselves out of the fucking headlines. I still think that they, just given that who the Giants are, the Raiders' offense has been explosive, and even part without Henry Ruggs, they're still explosive. So I'm still gonna go Raiders.
I think that the loss of Henry Ruggs will play a huge factor in it. I don't think it's going to be by a million, but I definitely think it's going to be by like minimal 3.
Okay. Next up.
Wait. With that being said, I'm sorry, real quick. With that being said, I'm taking the Giants.
Oh.
On principle.
Okay. Curveball.
On principle, I'm taking the Giants.
All right. Next up, we have New England at Carolina. Rumor has it this might be the game where Christian McCaffrey makes his return.
Ooh.
That being said, the Patriots are looking kind of good, dude. They beat the Chargers last week. Damian Harris, their running back, is he's balling, bro. Yeah. I'm honestly gonna go Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what saying CMC doesn't come back?
That's saying with him coming back. And Sam Darnold being healthy, because I don't know if he is, because last week Sam Darnold did leave the game with a concussion. So, but even with that being said, I still think the Patriots win this game.
Okay. Honestly, I don't disagree with absolutely anything you say. That and Mac and Cheese has been kind of balling out lately.
I call him Big Mac.
I call him Mac and Cheese.
Good to know that we think about two different foods.
We're still fat.
Still fat.
We're still fat. I got Pats.
Definitely, same. Next game, we have Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Bro, if you pick the Jags again.
Look, I'm not saying that the Bills blow this open. The Bills really worried me last week. They have no sense of the run game. Words are hard. Josh Allen led them in rushing, and with only like 8 attempts. So it's very clear the Browns. The Bills have no running game at the moment, and when the passing game isn't there, they struggle. They started off really slow the other day. However, I'm still gonna go Buffalo, but not by the blowout that it might look like it's supposed to be on paper.
Right. Yeah, I got Buffalo. Look, I knew that when they went into Seattle that they were not. I thought that they wouldn't get blown out. Like maybe I was like, oh, Geno Smith, oh, whatever. I knew that they weren't going to come out with a win, but I didn't think it was going to be by blowout fashion, and I was sorely mistaken. However, Josh Allen will rub his nuts all over Trevor Lawrence's face. I got it by 10. I got the Bills by 10.
Okay. Where am I at? Minnesota at Baltimore. This could be a tough one, dude. In all honesty,
what?
I think this could be a tough one. Only because the Ravens they're coming off a bye week. But they just seem to find like this. I just got this feeling that they're just gonna lose. Okay, I'm going Minnesota. Mic drop, hands down. Throwing it over to you.
I got the Ravens strictly because they're the Ravens. They're coming off a bye week, so they're extra rested. They're not a bad team by any means. They beat bad teams. They also beat good teams to an extent. But I don't see them losing to Minnesota.
Okay.
So I got the Ravens on that one.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any reasonable explanation as to why I'm picking Minnesota. I'm just picking Minnesota.
Which makes me laugh as a fan of a rival team in the NFC North. You're still choosing an NFC North team. Makes me laugh. Makes me giggle a little bit like a little schoolgirl. Go on.
Chargers at Philly.
I'm gonna go Chargers on that one.
Oh, man, this is where it gets hard. Yes, Philly played a horrible Detroit team, but they still put up 44 points.
It's
Chargers, they're looking
a winless Detroit team.
I know. Chargers are looking kind of bad. Looking a little slow.
The Chargers lost by 3 points.
It's
It's
in
not like
Philly.
they got blown out.
Oh, man, Chargers.
I think did you just say you're pulling for the Chargers after you were just talking shit about the Chargers?
I did.
All right. Look, I think this is the game where they get back on track. I don't have any
hope
rhyme
you're right.
or reason. I don't have any stats that I can throw out. Nothing. I just mic drop. Over to you.
No, I agree. Chargers.
Chargers.
Next one is Packers at Kansas City. Kansas City's on a short week. The way that they barely beat the fucking Giants. And the Packers coming off a huge win. All the motivation in the world. We're getting the squad back together. Main 3 receivers are back. I go Packers.
I do not see the Packers losing another game this season.
I'm gonna knock on wood about that one, but yeah.
No, I'm being dead serious. You just said it yourself. You now have all the motivation in the world. You knocked off the undefeated team. You now have number 1 seed. I think the only game that they actually lose is the game where they send out all second stringers because they've already locked up the first seed and first round bye.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm still going.
15-2 is 100% possible.
You mean 16-1?
No, because you already have a loss.
Exactly. You just said we're not going to lose another game this season.
Then it's clear as day that you don't fucking listen to me. Because I said the only other game that you would lose is when you throw all second stringers out because you've already locked up the first seed and a first round bye.
But even then, we still might win.
It's a lower possibility.
I agree, but okay. Well, for your sake, because you're, a little complainer today.
Vanity, Jesus.
Okay, we'll go 15-2. Okay. Pat your head. You feeling better, little boy?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you picking the Packers too?
Yes, I am.
Fucking thank you. Moving on. Cardinals in San Francisco. Man, do I feel sorry for San Francisco. The Cardinals are going to come out and just revenge fuck all their anger into the Niners. This is definitely going to be a hate fuck for sure.
This is a hate fuck for sure.
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals by a lot.
Yeah, I got Cardinals by 21.
Yeah, they're just not going to be pretty.
This is going to be a blowout game.
Yeah.
This is going to be brutal.
Yeah. Next up.
Real quick, I'm going to make a bold prediction. K1 has over 100 rushing yards.
Okay, I like that bet. I do. I agree.
I think he's going to have over 100 rushing yards because you know damn well that the Niners defensive coordinator is just going to rush Bosa at all times.
Yeah.
And it's going to leave that hole on the right side, and he's gone.
Yeah. It's not going to be pretty for the Niners.
Because I don't think... Oh, shit. Hold on. Vamp, Johnny, vamp.
Potatoes are potatoes. Purple is purple. Welcome to our podcast. How are y'all doing?
Okay, never mind. I was going to be wrong. Never mind.
The hamster wheel is running out of power.
Oh, my hamster just died. I had a heart attack. Never mind. I was wrong. Continue.
Can I go to the next game?
Yes.
Okay. Next game is my game of the week. The Titans at the Rams. I got the Rams. This is gonna be a great game. This is, honestly, is some maybe small chance of maybe a bit of a Super Bowl pre-show here, maybe. I know it's a long shot without Derrick Henry, but
Rams.
I said maybe.
Rams.
I said maybe.
All of the powerhouses in the NFC, and you think the Rams have a shot at the Super Bowl? Rams.
I do, because
Take a lap.
look, the Packers, the Rams, and the Bucks, and the Cardinals, all NFC, all have a legit shot at the Super Bowl. You can't tell me otherwise.
I don't think the Rams do.
Reason being, what's their weakness? Tell me. I'm waiting.
Their weakness is having to play the Cardinals, is having to play the Bucks, is having to play the Packers. That's their weakness. They're going to get destroyed to either one of those three teams that they play. They're going to get fucking destroyed. They'll make it to a divisional round, maybe. But there's no way that they make it past either one of those three. There's no way. I'm sorry.
Okay. But as far as the regular season goes, Stafford has a lot of built-up anger throughout the years in Detroit, and he is just on his
Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Stafford.
So
I'm not trying to take anything away from Stafford or the Rams. I'm not. Okay? It's a great team. It was a great fit. It was nice to get him out of that hellhole that is Detroit and get him into sunshiny Southern California.
But talk about night and day, literally.
Seriously. But I just don't see it. I just don't you still have to play the Cardinals again. All right? And divisional games mean so much more when it comes to playoff standings, when it comes to deciding who gets a fucking bye or whatever the case may be.
But as of right now, you can't say that they're not a contender. You can't.
I can't say that they're a contender. I can't.
Oh my god.
I can't. They're a playoff contender? Sure. But they're not a Super Bowl contender in my eyes.
Okay. Anyway, look, I'm still picking the Rams to beat the Titans. It's going to be the Bosa show. Or no, I'm sorry, not Bosa. I'm sorry. Aaron Donald.
Guessed again.
Aaron Donald and Von Miller coming off the edge. You have no Derrick Henry. So, A, your running game is gone. B, you're honestly, when Derrick Henry blocks, you've lost that tank because he's still a big dude.
And an arm.
Yeah. And you're about to be sandwiched between Aaron Donald and Von Miller, in all honesty. Sorry, Tannehill, get the ball out quick and let Julio or A.J. Brown make a play. But
I got the Titans. I got the Titans.
Okay.
It's not going to be by a lot, but I still got the Titans.
Alrighty. So, I don't know how this happened, but the Bears are playing on Monday night. I already know your pick, but I want to get your take. Monday night, Bears and Steelers.
My pick. What's my pick?
I'm assuming the Bears.
No.
Okay.
I can't in a right mind keep picking the Bears.
Okay.
Okay. Green Bay was a winnable game. Tampa, you knew that you'd get blown out. We knew that. The Niners were 100% a winnable fucking game. And you shit the bed. The defense didn't fucking show up. Justin Fields did everything he possibly could to keep any chance of winning that game alive. Did you watch his rush for a touchdown? He went all the way to the right side, realized it was dead, then cut back, went back 5 yards, and rushed in for a touchdown. Justin Fields did everything right to keep the game alive, and the defense did not fucking show up. It was clear as day that they were missing Khalil Mack. Clear as fucking day. Just getting ran on. And there was no, Eddie Jackson ended up, I don't remember if he got taken out or not. But Eddie Jackson, the first play of the fucking game, Eddie Jackson gets hurt. So there goes one of your top fucking secondaries right there. I just don't see how Matt Nagy or Bill Lazor or Chris Tabor, whatever, can outcoach Mike Tomlin. I just don't see it. So, with that being said, unfortunately, I will obviously love it if the Bears can pull out a win this week, but fucking just unbiasedly, I gotta go Steelers on it.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna go Steelers too, but I just wanted to hear your opinion.
Also, what makes me laugh is that the Manning brothers decided that they wanted nothing to do with this Monday Night Football game.
They thought they'd take the week off.
I mean, granted, I think they're only contracted with the NFL for 10 games.
Oh, okay.
And I think they're obviously spacing it out all year.
That
they're not one game.
They're probably getting chewed out about like all the on-air cussing. But look, when you have Marshawn Lynch on live TV, it's bound to happen.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, you really do.
You know what you're getting yourself into when you were forcing him to do Super Bowl pressers, and the only thing that he said was, "I'm only here so I don't get fined."
You know why I'm here.
You knew what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh. You're going Pittsburgh. Teams on a bye this week are Washington, Tampa, Seattle, and Detroit. Detroit's still gonna find a way to lose during their bye week.
Dan Campbell's gonna be crying.
Yeah, about how much he cares for the team and how much he hopes that they win.
And just so you know, I wrote down all of our picks.
Good.
Shut up.
Well, yeah. That's all that I got. I don't know if you got any more headlines or anything that you want to.
No, not really. No, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening to our trade deadline edition of...
You can't even call it that.
I know. Thanks for listening. Nick's a dick.
Thanks for listening to our episode that just happened to fall on the useless trade deadline.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know how we did. Just anything. Talk to us. Let us know. Say what's up. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Hey.
Did you say bye?
Yeah.
Okay, because your mic cut out.
Damn it.
I'm still recording if you want to say it again.
Bye.
There you go. Bye.